Influencers are going broke to look rich. Good. Maybe we can even speed this up a little bit.
Money, welcome back. Oop. Morning, welcome back. Sorry, I was hoping some of the money I gave to the government for taxes came back to me. They keep asking for more like I didn't
No, that's not how it works.
pay them last month. What are they trying to be here? Netflix? So, when was the last time you showed people you were doing okay in life? And we're not talking about your mental well-being or your cholesterol levels from your health checkup. Boo, that's boring talk. What are the
Hey, he's right. That is kind of boring. And boring things are bad things, as we all know. Even if it's really good, as long as it's boring, no one cares. Even your mom doesn't actually care.
vibes you give off based on your material possessions? Cause that's all we care about as ravenous, short-form content addicts. The thing is, when Emily Blunt asks if you're wearing
The Chanel boots? Yeah, I am.
a lot of us are probably saying, no, I'm wearing Chantel's boots. When we're successful, earning a livable wage to afford basic necessities and some nice things, flaunting your wealth from time to time isn't a huge cause for concern. That's literally what we've been conditioned to do.
Well, actually, it also happens automatically because every time you post something and you're rich, it's like, what are you gonna do? Take extra effort to look poor? You probably don't even know what poor is if you're rich anyway, so yeah, it's a natural thing.
Buy things, and show it off to people we find annoying. We want to show everyone we're Mr. Krabs, but in this economy, we relate.
Also, I love women's handbags because this is probably like expensive, and it's not really expensive, okay? It's probably like 2K, which is the poor people thing. People who think that Gucci is expensive are idiots. okay, it's not idiots, but okay. Gucci is something that people have been taught to think is expensive while it's not actually expensive. If you see a rich person and they say, oh, I'm rich, and they're wearing something from Gucci, you should call them poor, because they most likely are. Rich people use brands that you have no idea exist, okay? That's how rich people operate. Having something with the Gucci brand on yourself is a 100% giveaway that you're not actually rich. And I love women's handbags because, man, they just look so bad. Like, look at this. I would ask someone to pay me to even look at this thing, not even alone buy it. Like, what is this? It looks like a dumpster fire. This design screams autism from start to finish.
People we find annoying. We want to show everyone we're Mr. Krabs, but in this economy, we relate more to Squidward.
I'm all out of money!
Well, you could just lie and make something up. The deception and charisma
Worked for the government. Don't know why it wouldn't work for anyone else, though.
built for influencers is a pretty popular one. Once you start scrolling on any social media app, you're bound to come across an influencer that seemingly has a better life than you. I've already accepted the fact we all live different.
Also, I just want to point out that I love this. As always, it's a woman with overly done makeup, and all of her apartment is fucking white for no reason. That's it. And maybe there's like a plant or painting on the wall or something like that. It's all the same crap. You know she doesn't have a single cent in her bank account.
Scrolling on any social media app, you're bound to come across an influencer that seemingly has a better life than you. I've already accepted the fact we all live different lives. You wake up at the crack of dawn to work out with your green juice, spin class, rise and grind, property owner mindset. I'm waking up at 5 a.m. to use the bathroom in the dark and then going back to sleep. And there is a shortage of fact checkers for the never-ending supply of online content. We're all playing the game of, is this thing I saw on the internet real or fake? Put a finger down if you've ever been a Facebook mom that accidentally spread misinformation. Well, can't really blame you. There's a funny thing influencers are doing where they like to show off their wealth online. But is that really all there is to it? I was shocked when I saw a TikTok about the sport pickleball that made me go, oh. And it wasn't
The hell is pickleball?
from the unsettling Ellen jump scare back in 2023. I'm not sure what the concept is for this look, but this is
Jesus.
randomized Sims behavior.
Yeah, no wonder she decided to be a lesbian. I mean, what chances does she have to get a man?
Pickleball is like a form of ping pong tennis badminton that went through a transmutation circle. And who knew that such a normal sounding sport could be so expensive?
By far the most expensive and consuming hobby I've picked up recently is pickleball. I have probably spent more than $15,000, $25,000.
Yeah, I don't see a pickle. I expected a pickle. I'm kind of disappointed but relieved at the same time it's not a pickle.
5,000 on this hobby, and I just started playing 10 months ago.
So is this tennis? Also, wait, what?
5,000 on this hobby, and I just started playing 10 months ago.
Sorry, I just had to check my bank account to make sure I wasn't robbed. I play pickle.
Okay, shut the fuck up. You literally have 900k subs, and this video made 5k most likely, bare minimum. Okay? You can afford pickleball, my dude. Relax.
Well before, and I swear it was only like 1/1000th of what this lady spent. Are we paying for pickleball using Monopoly money? I didn't know you could do that. Maybe I should bring a stack to the grocery store, cause I'm trying to.
Okay, there is this. Okay, let's step back from the fun and look at real life for a minute, because there is this thing that there is a literal market for rich people that just jacks up the price for shit for no reason. One of the greatest examples of this was I think it was a brand. It was a Scottish brandy. Don't remember the mark, but it's a pretty famous story. You can probably find it. So this brandy was as shit as all brandies always are, right? It wasn't special. If you do a blind test, you couldn't tell it from the most expensive stuff out there. And that brandy was cheap, and the sales were not going great. It was one of the cheaper brandies on the market. So what did they do? Well, they jacked up the price like six or seven times, and suddenly they were an expensive brandy connoisseur brand that everyone loved, and they suddenly started doing super well. Did they change how they do things? No, their brandy still tasted shit. But it was expensive, so rich people bought it because it was expensive. There you go. Literally real life story, and not the only one. There is a market for stuff that is not expensive in actuality, that just has an unreasonably jacked up price because rich people are supposed to buy it. And this is that pickleball thing.
To keep me and my dog fed. You know that feeling of wanting more pets to take care of, except conventional restrictions makes it so you can't? Well, you could have your very own legion of mythical creatures, thanks to our sponsor,
Sounds
Dragon
amazing.
City. New sport. Not to be a professional or anything, but a simple hobby you do for fun, like opening and closing the fridge door, or dissociating in public. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think pickleball was ever considered the golf of racket sports. Before it became mainstream, it was a toned-down version of tennis that people in their retirement age would play. Even on the higher end of starting pickleball, lessons, membership fees, your equipment, it would only—
Wait, so pickleball is tennis for pussies? Huh. Makes sense.
cost you like 4 digits tops, not a down payment on a house. Where's the money going? Is she eating the ball after every game? You don't have to eat those, girl. We have pickles at home.
There's the overpriced aloe outfits, the $250 paddles, the private lessons with pros, the club membership
Private lessons with pros. This guy barely can fucking strike the ball. Pros, my. Oh, jeez.
fees, and most importantly, there's the loss of income, because I most recently took off a month from work just to move to California and improve my pickleball game, as if I was a retired snowbird at 36. But it really did pay off. I won my first singles tournament in San Diego, and I probably have amassed 50 new friends from this
Sad. Sad.
sport. I have zero regrets, but I may be broke soon.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Wait.
Good.
Huh? Unless you're living in Antarctica, was there not affordable pickleball where you lived? As a fun game, let's reevaluate our choices. Aloe is an athletic—
To be fair, probably no. There are gonna be people who want expensive shit just because it's expensive. They're not even rich, they just want the expensive stuff because it's expensive.
apparel brand that makes high quality workout clothes, hence the brand name pricing, where a 2-item outfit will cost you between $300 to $500. The last time I checked, you can show up to pickleball in your high school gym clothes and equipment you ordered on Amazon the night before. Unless someone held her hostage until she became an Aloe brand ambassador, we could have saved some money on the clothing choices. But you can kind of assume what type of lifestyle she lives, or the one she wants to portray based on what she posts.
A dumb one because she's a woman in her early 30s and now hitting the wall and becoming extremely desperate, and thus pickleball is amazing. Yeah, I can assume that.
Maybe this is how people in higher tax brackets or who work in corporate think. The average person usually doesn't calculate the time they spent on their hobbies as lost income, and then say they spent $20,000 picking up knitting. If that were the case, people making 6 figures a month would never do anything because their time is worth so much. Maybe she can sell her aloe clothes on Depop if she runs out of money, like she said. This gives off the same energy as that guy on Twitter who needed some help budgeting his expenses. Someone who is good at economy, please help me budget this. My family is dying.
Oh, the candles. Yeah, I saw this one.
Spend less on candles.
Dude, listen. Okay, again, I'm in finance. I have understood one thing over my lifetime. I actually even did this as a suggestion for people to improve their life because it's not hard. But people have no idea what a budget is, okay? It's this magical creature that appears and just drains your account for most people. And most people don't understand how to actually spend money properly. So this is the only advice I can give you, because actually going in and doing an audit and thinking about what you can cut on is fucking dumb and useless. So listen, this is what you do. If you make 1K a month, you put away like 300 to 400 in a separate bank account and don't touch it, and then survive with the money that you have. Okay? 1K is like, whatever. It depends obviously, but roughly put away to a 20-30%. And if you don't know how much 20 or 30% from however you're making is, Google it. Okay? Google probably is gonna have your back there. And just, that's it. Try to not use that money, okay? Just don't use that money. That's the easiest way for you to actually have savings. More than 50% of the world doesn't have savings. Actually, it was closer to 70 or something like that. It's ridiculous. The majority of people don't have money in their bank accounts. My whole life is literally designed about me having savings. Oh boy.
Candles. Is pickleball actually ruining your life? If you ask me, seems like a very preventable problem. Little misleading of a title, but it did get people talking to drive up her engagement. Hey, if I could take a month off work to get really good at tennis that it causes a dinosaur extinction, I'd quit my job too. When your online brand is based on your image and how you appear to others, of course you're gonna sprinkle some seasoning on your content to make it spicy.
Bro, he should show the TikTok, or was it just Twitter video or whatever, where it's 2 girls and they are collecting trash at the beach, doing a difference in life. One takes the phone and she films or photos as the other one puts something in the some piece of shit in the bag, and that's it. She does the photo and she just throws the plastic bag into the bin. She did more harm than good. And that's life. That's literally life. Oh, I care about the environment after I shit it to the unbelievable extent. It's crazy.
Not straight up lie, but maybe exaggerate a little and only show the good parts. Flex culture in Asia, unsurprisingly, is really common. It's not unusual to see people spending their entire
Yo, listen. People in Asia buy fucking goldfishes for 20K just so they seem big, because that's supposed to be a symbol.
paychecks on luxury goods to appear well off. When behind the scenes, you're eating paper-thin slices of bread, and your mansion is actually a green screen from Wish. Hey, at least you have a Chanel fire extinguisher in your basement. You can scare off the fire by showing them the receipt. Wearing brand name fashion is one of the easiest ways to show off your wealth. You ever been to college before? The experience of seeing foreign exchange students in the wild, in their decked out Balenciaga off-white drip during a 7 a.m. lecture.
Balenciaga, okay, listen. We need to bring back public beatings, okay? Bullying was a gift to humanity, and now people are stupid enough to try and get rid of it. The dam is breaking, and bullies were the only thing that was keeping this dam from breaking, and all the autistic rejects flooding the world, okay? Bullies need to be protected and cherished.
Is a universal one.
Given the jacket, and it's a Balenciaga.
It's a Balenciaga. If this guy was in my country, people would be making fun of him. Oh, look at that, a Balenciaga. Can you give me money? No? Why didn't you a shit?
Pants.
Pants.
Yes.
Crazy Rich Asians?
Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Cartier, Dior, Prada, Versace, Naruto Uzumaki.
Lori, Shelly, Aaliyah, Rose.
These are brand names you'll hear when you see rich influencers showing off their tiny purse haul from the day before. Who needs groceries when you can eat your clothes with your eyes?
These are my ladies. This is Jill. This is my lady Amy. Little Susie. Brianna. You know why we call her Brianna, right?
너의 배, 너의 배, 너의 배, 너의 배.
Loive. What the fuck is Loive?
Yay!
Yay!
For people who
I
don't
understood the yay part.
know, they just showed someone's yearly salary in the span of 15 seconds. The beauty standards in Asia are on a whole other level, and so is everything else that's tied with your appearance. Yeah, looks maxing is pretty crazy in North America, but that's for regular mortals. Asian looks maxing is on God mode. In East Asia, your financial success and your attractiveness are like this. It's a very homogenous society
Fingers? Okay.
where you're expected to fit in. When everyone's got the latest luxury water bottle from Hermes and you show up with your Dasani, you become a target and face getting ostracized. Lots of young millennials, Gen Z, even middle schoolers are familiar with expensive brands and what
Oh man, dude. Even if, by the way, this is the real thing. Like, 6th grade, my cousin in the 6th fucking grade. Okay, listen. You need to play Fortnite, and if you don't have an expensive skin, you're gonna get bullied. Now the newest thing that everyone needs to have is an expensive, not even deodorant. Okay? Buying Old Spice ain't cutting it, boys. You need an actual luxury perfume brand for men. 6th graders, mother of God.
wearing them implies. There was even a case a few months ago when Stanley cups were flying off the shelves like toilet paper. A kid got bullied at school for having a Walmart brand cup instead of a Stanley cup.
This is the cup that we got our
Makes sense.
daughter for Christmas. This is not a Stanley. This is a $9.98 Walmart cup that she said she thought was cute. She is not.
Bro, listen, if you need to buy your kid a cup because otherwise they're not cool, that's already bad, okay? How about you just go and beat up the kids in school? That's what responsible moms did when I was growing up. I'm not even kidding. Loser gets bullied in class, mom comes up and just smacks the shit out of the kid that bullied him. Now, admittedly, that did not stop the bullying, but still, point being, now that would be considered violence. While it's clearly violence, it's good violence.
9 years old. On the second day back to school after Christmas break, she comes home. She's not crying, she's just upset. The girls, all the other girls in her grade, I'm not saying all, maybe she said 9, 10 of them, all got Stanleys for Christmas. And they made sure to let her know that this is not a real Stanley, that this is fake and it's not as cool. So she comes home, she's upset. She asks if she can have a real Stanley.
No.
Do I think that a 9-year-old needs a Stanley? No. Do I have one? Yes, I have one. If you're a mom,
Bruh, again, this is kind of funny.
if you're a parent and you can do something to keep your child from getting made fun of, to help fit in, you're gonna do it. So we went and bought her a 30-ounce Stanley.
Because of this peer pressure to fit in and be successful in all aspects of your life, paired with everyone's addiction to social media, we're now turning to faking a desirable lifestyle. The beautiful, rich influencers, known for their expensive taste, might just be cosplaying to build an audience. They're not showing all
See? If bullies were... Because, you see, this is the wrong kind of bullying. It's just a bunch of girls making fun of someone for not having a cup. That's not real bullying. That is not gonna save society. Now, there needs to be some kind of girl that beats up those girls and takes their cups away. That's what needs to happen. Okay? That is the kind of bullying that saves situations like this.
all the beauty procedures they've gotten, or the loan sharks knocking on their door. Did you know you can loan out luxury bags instead of buying them at full price? Pay a fraction of the cost, make a little TikTok, take a cute Instagram, wear it while playing Genshin on Twitch, then return it the next day. It's actually a pretty good business model. The only problem is, how often are you seeing influencers who built their audience by being rich say,
"Yeah, I rented this bag like a movie from Blockbusters."
Here's a little tea on what some influencers don't want to tell you. So get a nice box like this, and then you do your little unboxing. But most of the time, these bags are loaned. So you get to loan it for a period of time for photos and videos, but you have to give it back. And there are some circumstances where there'll be trays and you get to keep the bag for posts and whatnot like that. So I'm not saying every time, but loaning this from Forward, this Prada I'm loaning, and this Gucci from Rebag.
when you see someone with a new luxury bag every month, just know they might be swapping out their old product.
See, this is why you can't budget, because now you need some kind of insane mumbo jumbo weird shit where you need to factor in loaning out expensive bags for TikTok. The hell?
Out a bag for a new one, like a WWE tag team match. Flying comfortably in the air is a luxury only reserved for the wealthy. You've probably seen the memes. The millionaires who take their private jet from their house to their private jet garage, or from the stands to the football field to congratulate their boyfriend. Being crammed into economy basic on a 300 capacity flight with 400 people on it. Poor people things.
Is he gonna talk about... So this is a thing you also can do, which is even better than renting out a jet. You can rent out a jet that's sitting, and you can pretend you're gonna fly with it. You can rent that out. Oh yeah.
If you can't afford first class or your own charter plane, I guess you could go down the Blockbuster's purse route and rent your own private jet. And not even an actual jet, because those are still thousands of dollars per hour. You can get yourself a fake private jet set that's supposed to mimic the real thing at $100 an hour. The standard for being a successful influencer is showcasing sensational lifestyle that you can attain if you buy this course.
My name is Wally Hughes, and I rent out a fake private jet for influencers to take pictures in.
Yo, what's up, IG Live fam? We're having our business meetings 30,000 feet up today.
Do you want your followers to think that you're successful?
When you hustle, this is what you
or
get.
do you want them to think that you're with the peasants in economy?
I'm on the phone with my Bitcoin advisor here, but I'm also in a Zoom meeting for my
Everything can be rented.
advisory business for kids that want to learn how to trade baseball cards. Thanks to Wally and the entire team, my followers will never know that I actually get a direct deposit from my father the first of every month.
It's a lot of work to build an audience.
Was the 16 live viewers and 18 likes worth it? Not to view shame, but...
Hell yeah, it was. Hell yeah, it was. Because that was probably true, that, you know, there was... Also, nowadays, starting stuff is not actually easy, okay? You can still start stuff, you can become a millionaire and blah blah blah, but the reality is, it's like, the easy days are gone. You know, when Bill Gates was around and was up and coming. Those days are long gone, okay? But, being a child of a millionaire, that's not long gone. How many of you have heard about or seen one of these people who's like, I'm wealthy, I'm the CEO of something big. Oh, I'm the vice president of a thing. Oh, wow, and you're 23. Wow, I can't do that when I'm 30. Wow. And then you find out, oh, his dad owns the company. Oh, wow, yeah. Ooh. Okay, yeah, so his dad owns the company. Okay, and it all makes sense suddenly. It happens so often, it's sad. And annoying, actually. Really annoying.
But internet users are so savvy, they can smell when authenticity is faked.
This is gonna be my home for the next 12 hours. Cockpit selfie! So I wanted my followers to think that I only fly private. Thanks to Wally and the team, Spirit Airlines is a thing of the past. Paris, here we come!
Oh wait. I'm realizing this is a skit. Oh god, I really am a Facebook mom. Well, they did a good job.
Yeah, it did look like a skit, especially this one. The fact that that guy said that there's a donation also kind of seems sus, but that probably part is true.
I was convinced. There are actually businesses that will build sets like this for anyone that needs a private jet photo shoot. Comes with your choice of paper backdrops and worn out yellow couch in the background. There have been times
nice.
when self-claimed financial experts have been called out for making TikToks looking like they fly private all the time, when in reality, a pilot noticed that specific plane hasn't flown since February and they were only renting it for photo shoots. Even celebrities have fallen victim to the deduction skills of internet phoenix rights. Can't forget the time when the rapper Bow Wow posted a picture of himself about to board his private jet when he actually just jacked a picture from a car dealership and got caught flying in economy with everyone else. At least Photoshop the—
Okay, rappers are the biggest scam out there because almost no modern day rappers actually have money. That's why you have them coming on Aiden Ross' stream and scamming him, because that's their biggest payday probably in the past 10 years that they have seen.
Picture a little or wear a Scooby-Doo disguise. If his outfit could fool an entire flight staff into thinking a dog was a person, no one would bat an eye at your fake private jet flex. Even events that are known to be celebrity and influencer hotspots like Coachella, there's a lot of catfishing going on. I didn't know this, but apparently a lot of them don't even attend the concert.
I did hear about this. I did not know it's true, but I heard about this. People just go to it, make a picture, and that's it, because no one wants to be there.
Looking at the logistics, it's a very expensive event to attend. The tickets, flights, hotel, and food, you're spending at least a couple grand for the weekend.
Okay, I haven't personally seen anyone talk about this, but I think it's hilarious and I have to share it because it's Coachella. Coachella's like the influencer Olympics, right? It's the place to be. But most influencers...
I had no idea it was that big, honestly. I just know it was a thing. A recognizable name.
Or a lot of influencers don't even go to Coachella. And I think that this is such a wild fact. They'll go out to the desert, get like an Airbnb, stay with someone, get their outfits, get their hair, get their makeup, post up Coachella day 1, Coachella day 2, and they don't go to the festival. They don't have wristbands. They just drive their little butts out to the desert to take Instagram photos, make TikToks, get ready with me's, whatever, and then they drive back. And that's it.
Smartest thing an influencer has ever done, by the way. The irony.
Trying to upkeep this pretend high-class image is making influencers poor. And times are changing. Apparently it's not in to show off your wealth anymore. Wearing too many flashy logos plastered all over.
Don't worry about it. It's gonna... People are not gonna care for like a year, and then it's gonna get boring of being poor and miserable, and then everyone's gonna again come back to the rich and the luxurious.
For yourself is tacky.
Everything is cyclical at the end of the day.
Like you're trying too hard to convince people you have money. Quiet luxury is the new thing that's in right now, where your plain white t-shirts cost $300 and each ha in your laugh has its own stock portfolio. Those are the actual millionaires, as seen on shows like Succession.
Why? Because she's brought a ludicrously capacious bag. What's even in there? Huh? Flat shoes for the subway? Her lunch pail?
If you see me at the club with my Hermes Birkin bag, just know I have a cup of Shin Ramyun in there and my Nintendo Switch. If you haven't seen something in person with your own two eyeballs, approach everything you see behind a screen with a "who's trying to scam me today" attitude. Don't let these unattainable
Buy my crypto course, by the way.
Standards make
I don't have one, but imagine I do and just send me the money anyway.
You feel bad about your life. You're doing just fine. The only one still falling for Nigerian Prince phone scams is the YouTube algorithm. Feed it some omega-3s by liking this video so it can get smarter. That also lets me know you enjoyed yourself here, and I'll get to see you the next time I post a video. Have a good day.
Yeah. I love these cartoons, bro. I actually almost remembered this episode. It ended up the obvious way. Everyone gets a thin slice, but the one slicing the bread gets a thicker slice. I think it was the rest of the bread, actually, which is even better. Anyway, no. Anyway, that was Edavision. Woo! 10 out of 10. Anyway, fun video. Influencers, they're a plague on society. Bring back bullying. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.